Okay. Well, with Planetside 2 and the PlayStation 4, we've been working really hard on doing things like having better multi-core support, better multi-threading to make sure that we're taking advantage of all the hardware that the PlayStation 4 offers. And one of the biggest challenges actually is changing around the UI. You're making a UI for a mouse and a keyboard. It needs to be changed quite a bit to work on a gamepad. Not only that, but the control schemes have to be changed a bit too. And getting the feel for that exactly right, especially for a shooter, can be extremely challenging, but it's also really fun to iterate on. And that's sort of the biggest actual development pieces that we're doing to get the game over there. With Planetside 2, we are bringing the exact Planetside 2 experience that you have on the PC to the PlayStation 4. So 2,000 players per continent, the massive 64 square kilometer continents, all the same classes, same vehicles, the same certifications are going to be there. And we're going to be developing the game kind of in lockstep with the PC. So when the PC gets updates, the PlayStation 4 will be getting those updates as well. So the biggest pieces that we're doing specifically for the PS4 are just kind of better optimizations around that hardware, getting that UI feeling really good on the console.
And in terms of, because you say they're basically coming, patches are going to be sort of contiguous with each other, right? Mm-hmm. So does that mean that PC and PS4 players are going to be playing together, or is this a separate game for each platform?
We get asked all the time if people are going to be playing, cross-server, or if I'm going to be able to play with my PlayStation 4 friends on my PC. Right now, we're not doing it for a lot of logistical reasons rather than technical reasons. For instance, on the PlayStation, when you want to release an update, it kind of has to go through PlayStation Network approval before it can go up. Whereas on the PC, we want to be able to update whenever we need to fix bugs and change stuff. So although the games are going to be developed at the kind of in tandem with one another, they won't always be running the exact same version at the exact same time. The PlayStation 4 will be getting all the features that the PC has, but maybe not on the same day that the PC patches come out. So that's a logistical reason that players aren't going to be able to play on the same server, because they might be running completely different game versions. But in terms of technical reasons, the back-end hardware is pretty much the same, so there's no reason that we can't. But one thing we have talked a lot about is the potential to do character portability between. So if you want to transfer your character over to the PlayStation 4 and play it there, maybe you'll be able to do that.
Are there any lessons that you're learning from the PlayStation 4 development that in turn you've been able to sort of apply to the PC version as you've been going along, saying, well, here's a great solution for something we found on PS4, this should work on the other platform as well, let's try it?
Well, a lot of the things that we're doing on the PlayStation 4 specifically, like some of the UI changes, may carry over to the PC when it makes sense. We obviously aren't going to switch over the PC to using a console UI all of a sudden, but some of the streamlining and some of the new features that we're adding specifically for the console UI might be cool enhancements to the PC game and might be available there too. But the biggest thing that PC players are going to be getting from development effort that's being spent on the PlayStation 4 is that better multi-core support. One of the things that the PlayStation 4 does really well is spread all the processing across 8 different cores, and one of the things that Planetside has struggles with is having good multi-core processor support. So people who are using AMD processors are going to be able to actually run the game a lot better once we integrate some of that multi-thread support from the PlayStation 4 project back into the PC project.
So in terms of the free-to-play and freemium aspects of the game, are they all going to remain essentially the same on the PS4?
Yeah, our plans for the game on the PlayStation 4 are to literally mirror what we have with the PC. So the store will be the same. You'll be unlocking items that affect gameplay through gameplay. The only things that are going to require you to make payments are things like different cosmetics. We're going to be still maintaining the integrity of the competitive gameplay that we have in the PC product on the PlayStation.
And I guess finally, is there anything about Planetside 2 on the PlayStation 4 that you actually think makes it maybe special even when compared to the PC version? Is there anything that surprised you or anything that feels remarkably good about this version as opposed to what's already been done on the PC?
Well, there's certainly some really cool reasons to play the game on the PlayStation 4, beyond just the fact that you can be playing it on your 60-inch TV in your living room with your surround sound while laying on the couch. But things like being able to fly using the joystick and having the tilt controls and things like that actually affect your flight in the game is something that's really cool and really interesting and kind of unique to the PlayStation 4. If you're somebody who's comfortable playing shooters with a gamepad, then this is your chance to be able to play one with thousands of other people, and that's a really cool thing. Some people just would prefer to play in that kind of lean back gamepad mode, and you can do it. My favorite thing, though, right now is just being able to fly around and use the motion control to control your aircraft a little bit. I think that's a pretty cool, unique feature on the PlayStation 4.
I got one more, actually. And so one of the big things, well, not big things, but one of the cool features for me in Planetside 2 is sort of the built-in, internet streaming. So I can just, click a button and then I can stream it without needing to worry about alternate hardware, alternate software. Does the PlayStation 4, that share button, is that going to be used in some degree in Planetside 2?
Well, one of our things with Planetside 2 has always been allowing people to share their gameplay experiences. So having that share function built right in on the PlayStation 4 is actually a really cool thing. The PlayStation 4 has video streaming built in. We have video streaming built into our game too. So in a lot of ways, it's feeling like the PlayStation 4 is going to support all of the kind of community and social sharing features that we've always really loved to have in Planetside 2, and we're glad that we're going to be able to continue to have those on the PS4.
That's awesome. We got a lot.
Cool.
Matt, that was great.
Awesome.